first YouTube channel video. I'm not really sure how this works, but welcome regardless. My name is Dolly Girma. I'm 26 years old, originally from Ethiopia. Went to school in San Francisco, graduated, and moved out here in Houston, Texas, which is where I reside. The first YouTube video, as requested from you guys, is going to be about my 50-pound weight loss journey and my new business venture as well. So stick around, subscribe. I'll have it below somewhere here. And yeah, I'm excited to take this new journey with you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, so where to begin? I'm not going to get too much in detail because I actually have an ebook out called My Fresh Start that has in detail everything that I did for the weight loss. So I'm just gonna kind of touch base on how I lost the weight. It took me about a year or so to lose the 50 pounds. I think I lost my first 20 pounds primarily doing meal prepping and cardio. I joined 24-Hour Fitness and I started with doing the group class exercises. Those really helped me. I just went up on their website and I looked up at the classes. So I did Zumba, spin, and all these different classes to get my body going. But as soon as I lost the 20 pounds, I felt like I was hitting kind of like a plateau. I was like, wait, I kind of need to shake things up. So I got a trainer and I lost the remaining of the weight. Getting the trainer was actually the very best decision I could have done for myself. It was I remember going in for an hour session with him, and I remember I felt like I was almost about to throw up. I remember thinking, oh my goodness, what I did with him within 40 to 15 minutes was so much more crazier and more intensified than anything that I've ever done by myself for an hour or 2 hours at the gym. So I was like, this is definitely what I need. I need to push myself out of my comfort zone and just take it up a notch. And it clearly paid off. What we did with the trainer was HIIT training, which is high intensity training. One thing that I really want to emphasize on, and a mistake that I see a lot of girls in my DMs and just friends, and including myself actually, was that we all think that cardio is going to give us the best body, or it's going to be the main reason for us to lose weight. But that is wrong. Weightlifting is the very reason that I actually lost the weight, toned my body, and yeah, you just feel like a badass. And I know as girls, whenever we walk into the gym, we're gonna gravitate towards, Stairmaster or the treadmill, you know what I mean? Versus going to the rack section or the weight section where it's just surrounded by men. But I say start by starting. Just walk right in, walk right up, wait for your turn, grab your dumbbells, grab your barbells, whatever. I was intimidated. I would always be insecure, thinking, oh my God, are they talking about me? Are they looking at me? Are they, you know what I mean? Just all these ideas in our head. And that's what it is, ideas in our head, because everybody at the gym is just there for their own purpose, for their own reason, minding their own business and just working towards their goal. You know what I mean? So you just kind of have to just go for it. Coming from a place like Ethiopia, I remember telling my dad that I am squatting and lifting weights and all these things, and the first thing he said is, are you sure about this? You don't want to get too manly, or you don't want to get too muscular. And it just took me aback, and I was like, Dad, what are you talking about? Weightlifting is, you know what I mean? You can be as feminine as possible and still be able to lift weights. I was just in Ethiopia in May, and I remember going to the gym, and it was all men, and they were all staring at me gawking and asking me every few seconds, do you need help? Do you need help? I'm like, no, I got it. I feel like there's a stigma towards women working out, not necessarily working out, but lifting weights in Ethiopia, and that's something that I definitely want to shed light on and educate men and women in Ethiopia and let them know that, women can be feminine and strong. That's actually why I named my business Grind Like a Doll, meaning you can grind, you can get dirty, get messy and get strong, but you can also be feminine and a doll and dress up, and you can be the best of both worlds. And another part that I wanted to discuss about is also diet. So I gave up dairy and meat. I still do eat seafood, but I definitely gave up dairy and meat, and that really helped me shed the weight. So it's basically plant-based, but I eat seafood, and I love it. I don't think I'm ever gonna go back to eating meat or dairy. No more bloating, no more feeling tired. I always have just an ample of energy. Okay, as you guys may be wondering, I'm wearing a sweat belt, not a waist trainer, as many of you guys kept getting that confused. A lot of people ask me, are you waist training? And the answer is no. This is actually a sweat belt, which means you're supposed to wear it during a workout, and it helps you sweat, reduce bloating, and, you know, lose inches off your waist. If used correctly with proper dieting and a solid workout regimen, it will work perfect. I actually created my own. I used to use the sweat one, and it kept rolling up, and it just made me look so much more bulkier. And I kept saying, you know what, I just need to create something when lifting weights. It's gonna have like good back support, give you a really nice shape, while, you know, it just doesn't roll whatsoever. And that's where my Glad belts, you know, come into play. And yeah, you can if you'd like to purchase one, you can purchase it on www.grindlikeadoll.com. It goes from size small all the way to 3 extra large. So yeah. Okay, and like I mentioned before, I also have my ebook that's out. It's called My Fresh Start, and it highlights my journey, every single thing that I did. There's also a nutrition section that's going to allow you to calculate your macros and a breakdown of exactly what your macros are and how to calculate it. There's also a meal prep section where I suggest like all the foods that I ate, recipes are listed, and there's a workout section of Monday to Saturday of all the workouts that I did to help me lose the weight. So that's also on my website. And recently I just released a 6-week booty guide. If you go on my Instagram and go under the highlights section, you could see that I took you guys on a journey of 6 weeks on how I transformed and shaped my booty. Thank you for bearing with me. This is my first video, so I was a little bit nervous. So I'm gonna definitely work on that. And yeah, I'm gonna be introducing my husband on the next video, and we'll do a husband tag. So subscribe, stick around, and yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you. I like being told to reach in and there's something allowed for the fat in my body. I'm done. No, we're not doing it. You know, like cardio is the main reason. Like cardio was the reason I can't do it. No way. Is the main reason I don't know how to do it. I mean,